NeuroMetrix Inc. stock, NURO, closed the session of the 20th of July 2021 at $10.04, an extension of over 200%, 207.98%. We brought you a video all earlier on concerning that, but it is currently now up a further 35% in this post-market / pre-market session of the 21st of July. It's still very much post-market in the US at the moment, so it's up 35.66%. Let's return to the daily the 1 minute model and see what we are talking about here. Yes, it is up 35.66% at 13.62%. Not very much is going on right now, and we have to quickly point out that when the pre-market resumes, there's a good chance the stock might retrace. There's no guarantee that it will continue to extend from where it is. So this is pretty much what is going on. It's still very much the session of the 20th of July. The pre-market hasn't started yet. We have the privilege of looking at what's going on right now probably before you wake up. So going ahead, we have some more news. Some other sites have covered the news. Investor Place, and says obviously we know that they got a designation from the FDA, and this breakthrough designation is for NeuroMetrix Quell device designed to treat symptoms in adult patients suffering from fibromyalgia. Fibromyalgia is, it says here, fibromyalgia is a disorder characterized by widespread musculoskeletal pain accompanied by fatigue, sleep, memory, and mood issues. Researchers believe that fibromyalgia amplifies painful sensations by affecting the way your brain and your spinal cord process painful and non-painful signals. So this is really big. This is really huge. You can imagine that this is the stuff everybody suffers from. And if there is a treatment for it that is not medicinal, that is not something you have to ingest, I think that is really good. That's a very, very strong positive. It's a very, very good positive, And what else do we have there? We have that according to this piece, it says while there are medicines to treat pain in fibromyalgia, NeuroMetrix seeks to manage it further with Quell. This device, Quell, is only the size of a credit card. You can see that it is not a tablet. It's not a tablet, and it's the size of a credit card, and can connect to the company's app via Bluetooth to assist with fibromyalgia management. That is really good. You can easily just buy that probably at the chemist or at the pharmacy, probably without any recommendation. That is wonderful. I mean, you can imagine why people are running falling over themselves to buy the stock. It has shares outstanding of about $3.8 million. 3.8 million shares, and over 208 million of those shares exchange hands. That tells you that people who were there already, for instance, by the time the news came out, they were, the money has the value of their position has ballooned, and they sold and probably came back again. Sold, and people who want to get involved, people who had the FOMO came, and the demand is compressing. The demand obviously is so high, and there's this very small float. They keeps on skyrocketing, and those who are there keep selling. Even those who have sold want to get them back. So all of those things, the momentum it's out of what you can imagine. That's amongst other things. The stock has all it takes to see this sort of extension we are talking about. Very small float, and even probably short sellers for sure, easily short sellers, definitely short positions, definitely must have been in place, before, probably still in place as even with this extension, there might still be, so if you add all of those things, positive news, short position, and short squeeze, and you see what we are talking about now. You can see the device is only the size of a credit card. And this is, not everybody, I'm sure the majority of all of us don't want to swallow anything, don't want to swallow any medicine. We probably want to swallow some very nice candy, but not any medicine to, they're not, not to, we don't want to do that, and the fact that it's just a size of a credit card, that's wonderful, So this piece went on to say it's worth pointing out that the designation for Quell comes after a critical trial. Yes, this double blind study saw 119 patients enrolled. Of those on Quell, 56% reported a clinically meaningful improvement in health-related quality of life. For comparison, only 35% achieved this in the sham group. Okay, so there's the president and CEO of NeuroMetrix, Cheyenne Gozani, and had the following to say about the news surrounding NURO stock higher today. It says, the breakthrough device designation is an important milestone in the company's effort to make Quell technology available to people living with fibromyalgia, which we are moving forward with a regulatory filing that could position us to launch Quell for this indication in the second half of next year. To go along with this news, okay? Yes, where we saw heavy volumes and all that stuff, yes, and indeed, if it is sold over the counter without any prescription, I'm sure people might even people who have other pain related issues might even decide to buy them, so this is really huge. And but the thing is that with this sort of extension, you can also see that the stock may have now it might tank very soon. The all that it's going to make, from potential sales may have been priced in. So this is all you have to balance out. But it's not it's not as it's how do I put it now? It's always left to market participants. They can always disagree. They can always decide to continue to pile in more money into NeuroMetrix, and the price will continue to go there. So it's always never the case that the book value and the forward free cash flow doesn't match, all those kind of things. Valuations not match the market cap and all this. So sometimes market participants, investors, recent investors don't care about all those things. Once what they're looking at is probably the price opportunity, the momentum is there, and people have been going in, and it's the most important thing is the more visible fundamentals, the price, momentum, the charts, what people can see, all those other things about free cash flow, they're not a lot more remote, so I'm only pointing these out so that you will just know as well, yeah, if you're not there already, be really careful if you want to get involved. It has run up a huge extension of 207.90%. There's a good chance that even though it is also up now, like we pointed out in the post market, up 35.66%, there's no guarantee that it will continue to extend. There's a good chance that it may have reached its peak as well. There's a good chance, and it may consolidate, in the subsequent sessions, move sideways, or even people may take money off the stock. If they take money off the stock, off the table, and it retraces, that's really good. That would be really good. It will just create a breath of fresh air, So, but currently now it is, if you add what's going on now, it is probably up to 240%, for one session, because when you include the post-market session, it's pretty much one session. So be careful out there, know what you're doing, and know how you're going to play NeuroMetrix. You decide how much you're going to get involved. Small amount, a huge amount, everything you have to available to you to get involved. For sure, there isn't any doubt that NeuroMetrix isn't a good stock to buy. It is now easily a good stock to buy, but it has run up a huge gain. The opportunity has since escaped. If you the best opportunity has since escaped. Yeah, but at the same time, you might also be looking at the market cap. It's only currently at $51 million. So you might also look at it and say, okay, no, there's still room for the stock to go. So that is why I'm saying all these are sort of things market participants in recent retail investors will be looking at, and they will continue to pile money into the stock. they could say yes, it is way more worth more than $51 million. So if you look at it from that direction, yes, it may seem like a good buy, but at the same time, also look at this 240% in just pretty much one session, and that should also help you to temper your drive to pile in a huge amount of funds into the stock. Okay, so thank you very much for watching this video.